name is Terri Rauch. I'm on McGurk Street also. But the question that I had, and that, from my understanding, what was involved in Southampton Town's discussion, is that they were given the options of, we have a major corridor, we have the kinds of things that, as Wendy referred to as lipospeak, the kinds of things that have power, authority, they are private entities, but they could go down the major corridor. It seems to me that they quickly... We don't know the conversations that you have had with them. We are not privy to those conversations that you have had with them to understand that was that exhausted on our behalf as village residents that McGurk Street, Cooper, King they're not major corridors, as you well know. That is not a major corridor. Whether it's the railroad track, whether it's a different road, but what did they have that conversation with you? And
we had that conversation here in this room that came up during the get-together with, unfortunately, not all of the residents that claim they never received notice.
Right.
Those notices went out by way of the billing locations by LIPA at the time. Some of you say you never got it.
So along that same idea, when we were on McGurk Street a number of years ago, when we had at least a half a dozen, 4 to 6 meetings about the grass and the little sidewalk edge, 4 to 6 meetings of that versus this, it's a little askew. If we missed, then maybe we needed to have a follow-up or something to know that we've discussed this major corridor. This is McGurk is the teeniest street we've got, and King. That's what we're basically asking. Has due diligence been done on the village's part in our stead?
Well, how do you refine due diligence? I mean, we were here listening to them as the residents who were here heard.
Right.
And, beyond that...
and you discussed in that major corridors with PSEG and...
They had the existing line traverses King Street, crosses over Newtown, travels down McGurk Street,
right,
and then down Cedar Street.
That's not the size of the transmission lines that is now going to be...
Well, that was discussed. The increased pole size and the increased voltage, wattage.
As I'm saying, obviously you didn't have a full house, and we had...
Okay.
So that's what
I think we understand, Terri, and again, I think I speak for my colleagues who can speak for themselves. John, go ahead. We're very sympathetic.